What if I told you the greatest martial artist who ever lived never fought in a UFC cage, never held a championship belt, but every single MMA fighter on this planet learned from him? Today, we're counting down the greatest martial artists and MMA fighters of all time, from legends of the octagon to icons who transcended the sport itself. Stay till the end, because number one will surprise you. Or maybe it won't. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. We cover MMA, martial arts, fight breakdowns, and everything combat sports. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You don't want to miss what's coming. All right, let's talk about the greatest to ever do it. Anderson Silva. Coming in at number 12, the Spider, Anderson Silva. For 16 consecutive fights, this man was untouchable. Spinning elbows, perfectly timed knees, a Muay Thai game so sharp it looked like ballet in a war zone. He held the UFC middleweight title for over 2,400 days and owned the octagon like it was his living room. A true artist, a true warrior. Demetrious Johnson. Number 11, Mighty Mouse. Demetrious Johnson. Pound for pound, some argue he's the greatest technical MMA fighter who ever lived. 11 consecutive title defenses, slipping punches like they weren't even thrown. Wrestling, grappling, and striking combined into one perfect system. Small in size, enormous in greatness. Chuck Liddell. Number 10, the Iceman. Chuck Liddell. Before the UFC was mainstream, Chuck Liddell was the face of the game. With hands like sledgehammers and a granite chin, Liddell built the UFC on his back. His knockout power wasn't just scary, it was appointment television. The man who put MMA on the map. Forever a legend. Randy Couture. Number 9, the Natural. Randy Couture. 5-time UFC champion. Titles at heavyweight and light heavyweight. Couture proved that heart, technique, and intelligence will always outlast raw power. He fought champions half his age and beat them. The ultimate warrior's warrior. BJ Penn. Number 8, the Prodigy. BJ Penn. The first non-Brazilian to win a BJJ World Championship. A 2-division UFC champion. Jiu-jitsu so pure it was poetry. BJ Penn didn't just fight, he inspired an entire generation. Khabib Nurmagomedov. Number 7, the Eagle. Khabib Nurmagomedov. 29 wins, 0 losses. Undefeated, unbeaten, undisputed. From the mountains of Dagestan, Khabib brought a grappling style so overwhelming, so suffocating, that no one, not one single person, could escape it. He retired on top. That's the mark of the truly great. Georges St-Pierre. Number 6, GSP. Georges St-Pierre, the most complete mixed martial artist the sport has ever seen. 2-division champion, a scientist in the cage who studied opponents like homework and dismantled them like machinery. 19 UFC wins, 0 excuses, ever. Conor McGregor. Number 5, the Notorious. Conor McGregor. Love him or hate him, you cannot ignore him. The first simultaneous 2-division UFC champion. A left hand that redefined power striking. But beyond the fights, Conor McGregor changed the business of MMA forever. He made this sport a global spectacle. Controversial? Yes. Legendary? Absolutely. Jon Jones. Number 4, Bones. Jon Jones. Arguably the most naturally gifted fighter to ever walk into a cage. Undefeated in sanctioned bouts. Dominant across 2 divisions. An 84.5-inch reach. Elite wrestling. Brutal elbows. And the most dangerous ground and pound in history. His fights read like chapters in a history book. Fedor Emelianenko. Number 3, the Last Emperor. Fedor Emelianenko. For a full decade, This quiet man from Russia was considered the most dangerous human being on the planet. He fought everyone. He beat everyone. He never flinched. With the hands of a street fighter, the heart of a samurai, and the calm of a monk. 27 consecutive fights without a loss, against the best in the world. The last emperor. Muhammad Ali, number 2. The greatest. Muhammad Ali. Before there was MMA, there was Ali. And let's be clear, Muhammad Ali didn't just change boxing, he changed the world. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. A phrase so perfect it became poetry. Ali was speed, power, footwork, and mind games all in one devastating package. He fought Sonny Liston, Joe Frazier, George Foreman. He beat them all. He was stripped of his title for refusing to go to war and came back to reclaim it anyway. That is not just athletic greatness. That is courage on a level most of us will never understand. In any ring, in any era, in any combat sport, Muhammad Ali remains the greatest. Bruce Lee. And at number 1, the Dragon. Bruce Lee. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Bruce Lee never competed in MMA. He never held a belt. He never fought in a sanctioned bout. But here's the truth. Bruce Lee invented the philosophy that MMA is built on. Before UFC existed, before the term mixed martial arts was even coined, Bruce Lee was already training in Wing Chun, boxing, fencing, wrestling, judo, and jiu-jitsu simultaneously. He called it Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. The idea that a fighter should take what works from every style and discard what doesn't. Sound familiar? That's MMA. Dana White himself has called Bruce Lee the father of mixed martial arts. Every fighter on this list, every single one, has been influenced by the man Bruce Lee was and the philosophy he created. He moved faster than cameras could properly capture. He trained his body to a level of conditioning that was decades ahead of its time. He broke boards, bent steel bars, and performed feats of strength and speed that still seem impossible today. But beyond the physical, Bruce Lee made martial arts a way of life. Discipline, philosophy, self-mastery. He didn't just train fighters, he trained human beings to be better. The Dragon, the father of MMA, the greatest martial artist who ever lived. Number 1, undisputed, forever. And that is our list, the greatest martial artists and MMA fighters of all time. Bruce Lee at number 1, Muhammad Ali at number 2, and the legends of the octagon rounding out the rest. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Drop your list in the comments. I want to see it. If this video gave you goosebumps, hit that like button. It genuinely helps more than you know. Subscribe for weekly content, fight breakdowns, top 10s, training tips, all of it. Until next time, stay sharp, stay hungry, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.